between tuberculum sellae and dorsum sellae, there is a depression, and this depression is called hypophyseal fossa. And this hypophyseal fossa lodges the pituitary gland. This hypophyseal fossa lodges the pituitary gland. अगर हम lateral view देखें, अच्छा, this tuberculum sellae, hypophyseal fossa, and this dorsum sellae, they three together, they called sella turcica. They called sella turcica because it's shaped like Turkish saddle, so it is called sella turcica. You can understand by this paper, the lateral view of this sella turcica is like this. This elevation, this elevated area, this one is the sulcus chiasmaticus. This is the anterior margin. The posterior margin of sulcus chiasmaticus is called tuberculum sellae. These are the middle clinoid process. Then this is the hypophyseal fossa. Again, this elevation is called dorsum sellae, and the lateral margins is called posterior clinoid process. सेला टर्सिका समझ आ गया? कुछ बोल भी तो नहीं रहे हैं, गर्दन भी नहीं हिला रहे हैं. समझ आया? This part is called sella turcica. So sella turcica basically formed by the tuberculum sellae, hypophyseal fossa, and the dorsum sellae. These two are the elevation, and hypophyseal fossa, it is a depressive area, and this depressive area mainly lodges the pituitary gland. And again you can see, देखो मैंने एक fourth fold भी बताया था, that is called diaphragma sellae. So this one is the hypophyseal fossa. It lodges the pituitary gland. This is the fourth fold, diaphragma sellae, dural fold, which covers anteriorly attached with the tuberculum sellae, posteriorly attached with the dorsum sellae, and it mainly cover the hypophyseal fossa or cover the pituitary gland. And this is the dural fold called the diaphragma sellae. So this tuberculum sellae and the dorsum sellae both gives attachment to the diaphragma sellae. And diaphragma sellae, it is the dural fold. So this is the optic canal. Very important. Optic canal, the structure passes through the optic canal is, first is optic nerve, and second is ophthalmic artery. And the relation of is ophthalmic artery lies inferolaterally to the optic nerve. Optic nerve ke inferolaterally lies the ophthalmic artery, and ophthalmic artery is a branch of internal carotid artery. Ophthalmic artery is a branch of internal carotid artery. And third important structure passes through the optic canal is the meninges. Some meninges along with the optic nerve passing through the optic canal. Very important applied related to these meninges. If any place there is a occlusion of the CSF, so the CSF pressure increase in between the meninges. So these meninges passes between the optic nerve. If any pressure CSF present in between the meninges, so they become compress the optic nerve, and due to this compression it can cause optic neuropathy. So if any occlusion in the CSF, so it increases the intracranial pressure. Due to the increased intracranial pressure, because meninges present in the optic canal around the optic nerve, if increased intracranial pressure, these meninges compress the optic nerve and it can cause the optic neuropathy. So in the optic canal, the structure passing the optic canal through the optic canal is, first is optic nerve, second is ophthalmic artery. Ophthalmic artery is a branch of internal carotid artery. So ophthalmic artery's relation with the optic nerve, it lies inferolateral to the optic nerve. And also third structure passing through the optic canal is the meninges. So three structures passing through the optic canal. Now this one is the optic canal, this one is the sulcus chiasmaticus, this one is the tuberculum celli, middle clinoid process, hypophyseal fossa, dorsum cellae, and this all three together called the sella turcica. Next point is on the lateral side of this sella turcica, you can see there is a groove, and this groove is called carotid groove. This groove is called carotid groove, and it lodges the internal carotid artery. And this groove lodges the internal carotid artery. This one is the middle clinoid process. This one is the anterior clinoid process. Between middle clinoid to anterior clinoid, there is present a ligament. And this ligament is called cleidocarotid ligament. Cleidocarotid ligament. And through this ligament, the space is formed the cleidocarotid foramen. So the internal carotid artery passes through this cleidocarotid foramen. So it passes medial to the anterior clinoid process and moves forward. So here is the position of the cleidocarotid ligament. It is called cleidocarotid ligament because carotid artery passing below through this ligament, and it is formed by the it is present between the anterior clinoid and middle clinoid process. So the name of this ligament is called the cleidocarotid ligament, and the foramen is called cleidocarotid foramen. And this groove is called the carotid groove. Internal carotid artery along with the sympathetic plexus around it lodges here. This is the carotid groove. Another structure, this is the position of the supraorbital fissure. Supraorbital fissure. So first you can see the attachments. Attachment, this area gives attachment to the tentorium. पहले दिखाया था, this one is the, this is like, this structure is showing like present like this. It is present, this is the dural fold present transversely. It is present transversely. So this is the free margin. This one is the free margin of the tentorium and extend anteriorly, and this is the anterior end of the free margin of the tentorium, and it attach in the anterior clinoid process. This is the tentorium cerebelli. So this one is the free margins from here to here. This is the free margins, and this is the anterior end of the free margin, and this anterior end of the free margin of the tentorium cerebelli, it is attached with the anterior clinoid process. It is attached with the anterior clinoid process. And this one is the completely attached margin. This is the both side complete attached margin. This is mainly attached with the superior border of the petrous part of the temporal bone. So finally it attached with the posterior clinoid process. They gives attachment to the anterior end of the attached margin of tentorium cerebelli. Anterior clinoid process gives attachment to the free margin of the anterior end. इस diagram में देखो. This is the anterior clinoid process. This one is the posterior clinoid process. This is the tentorium cerebelli, which is the dural fold. These are the attached margin because this margin attached with the superior border of the petrous part of temporal bone. So it is called the attached margin. So this posterior clinoid process gives attachment to the anterior end of the attached margin, and the anterior clinoid process gives attached to the anterior end of the free margin. ड्यूरल फोर्स दोबारा से नेक्स्ट क्लास में होंगे, एक बार दोबारा से वहां पे समझ लेना. यहाँ पे समझ आ गया. एंटीरियर क्लिनॉइड गिव्स द एंटीरियर एंड ऑफ फ्री मार्जिन एंड पोस्टीरियर क्लिनॉइड प्रोसेस जो है it gives attachment to the anterior end of attached margin of the tentorium cerebelli. It is a dural fold. It is transversely present. Now the supraorbital fissure. This is the position of the supraorbital fissure. You can see here. So supraorbital fissure, upper margins, or you can say anteromedial margin is formed by the lesser wing of sphenoid, and posterolateral margins is formed by the greater wing of the sphenoid, and medially it is related with the body of the sphenoid. So it is a slit-like opening. Through this supraorbital fissure, the middle cranial fossa continue or connect with the orbit. You can see the medial margin is more broad than the lateral margin, or you can say in other words, lateral margins are narrow than the medial margins. So this is the supraorbital fissure. This is the position of the optic canal. There is a ring, tendinous ring present here, which covers the optic canal and also the optic orbital fissure. Here is the position of the tendinous ring. And this tendinous ring mainly gives the origin of 4 recti of the orbit. 4 recti of the orbit. So this ring of Jin, this ring is called the ring of Jin. It divides the orbital fissure into 3 parts. You can, this diagram mein dekho. This one is the orbital fissure. This is the medial part. This is the lateral part, and this one is the middle part. This is the optic canal, and this one is, this ring is called the tendinous ring of Jin. Called the tendinous ring of Jin. So this tendinous ring divide the superior orbital fissure into 3 parts. This one is the medial part, intermedial part, or this one is the lateral part. The structures very important. रट लेना बिल्कुल अच्छे से, किस पार्ट से कौन सी स्ट्रक्चर पास होनी है, बिल्कुल टिप्स पे होना चाहिए. So lateral part से अराइज हो रहा है lateral meningeal branch of lacrimal artery, lacrimal nerve, frontal nerve. 5 nerves अराइज होती हैं किससे, medial part से, and on the medial intermediate part से, and the medial part there is present a inferior ophthalmic vein. सारे डायग्राम्स इसीलिए अलग से बनाए हैं ताकि तुम लोग इसमें एक जगह इसे अच्छे से याद कर लो. एंटीरियर फोसा के सारे जो डायग्राम, जो फोरामेन है, उनसे क्या स्ट्रक्चर पास हो रही है वो एक जगह लिखा है, उसे अच्छे से रट लेना. और इसको भी तीनों फोसाज में जितने भी फोरामेन है उनसे जो भी स्ट्रक्चर्स पास हो रही है वो टिप्स पे होनी चाहिए. Let's summarize the फटाफट से. मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा, medial part of middle cranial fossa. This is the, थोड़ा लिपसिंग तो करो, क्या बोल के. This one is the optic canal. This one is the optic canal. This one is the sulcus. This is the sulcus chiasmaticus. Sulcus chiasmaticus. This one is the tuberculum sellae. This is the tuberculum sellae. This is hypophyseal fossa. This is the dorsum sellae. Dorsum sellae. These two are the posterior clinoid process. This is the middle clinoid process, and this one is the anterior clinoid process. This is the carotid canal. This one is the carotid canal on the both side, and this all 3 together called the sella turcica. And this is the position of the superior ऑर्बिटल फिशर। फटाफट एक बार इसमें सब लोग देख लो। इसे देखो, कुछ दिख रहा है? This part, this is the cribriform plate. This is the cribriform plate. This is the frontal crest. This one is the frontal crest. This is the lesser wing. Lesser wing. These two elevation is the anterior clinoid process. And this fossa is called the hypophyseal fossa. This is the hypophyseal fossa, and you can see this is the, यहाँ से देखें, this is the orbital fissure. This is the orbital fissure, superior orbital fissure. कैसे देखोगे? ऐसे तो दिखेगी नहीं, इसमें से सामने से देखो, ये जो दिख रहा है, this is the